Hey guys, this is Dan from Jimu Apparel and Jimu Performance, back with another exercise, and today we're going to be covering the side plank. And this might be a little bit different than the side plank you're used to. With the side plank, you typically see most people perform it in a way where their body is perpendicular to the floor, kind of like this. Right? Now with most planking variations, you want to have an active shoulder, meaning that you're trying to push the ground away, whether it's a regular plank, a push-up plank, or even a side plank. You're trying to have that serratus muscle, also known as the boxing muscle, try to stabilize the shoulder by protracting forward a little bit and pushing out. Now, the inherent problem with a side plank is when your shoulder is horizontally abducted away like this, it's really hard to get that serratus anterior to engage. So try this little test. Stand with your arms straight out to the side and lean up against the wall like a real cool guy. From there, try to push outward against the wall. See how well you can feel the muscles in that serratus area, which is right around the rib cage. Now take a mental note of that. Now this time, horizontally adduct your arm in towards your center just a little bit and do the same maneuver. Try to push the wall away and see how much more you can feel that serratus muscle engage. You should be able to feel your serratus muscle a lot more in this position. So we are going to apply this position to our side planks. So start by laying on your side with your forearm against the floor. From here, we're going to have our feet staggered, putting our top leg in front, our bottom leg in back. We're going to try to rotate into that similar positioning we did on the wall. So horizontally abducting a little bit, turning our chest towards the floor. And then from there, we're going to try to push the shoulder into the floor and raise our hips off the ground. Now, when you're doing this, you want to make sure that your core is tightly engaged, making sure we have a real good brace all the way around our midsection. And from there, we're going to make sure that our trunk is staying nice and neutral. So for a lot of people, they might either excessively hike or bottom out a little bit during the side plank. So you want to make sure that you try to keep everything as neutral as possible. Now, if you're a beginner and this is too hard, you can do the same thing, but just on the knees. The only main difference is instead of the staggered feet, we're going to have our knees stacked on top of each other in a bent position. And from there, we really want to make sure that our hips are staying extended for the entirety of the exercise. A lot of people have a tendency when they bend the knees, they also bend the hips. So try to keep the hips tucked a little bit, extended and stable. So you might have to squeeze your butt just a little bit. From there, everything else is the same. We're going to turn our chest towards the floor, push the floor away, try to feel the muscles in that rib cage area, stay nice and active, keep the trunk neutral, hold that belt of tension all the way around and breathe. Now you want to try to increase your endurance of these muscles over time, but if you're a beginner, try to prioritize positioning over the amount of time that you're doing the exercise. I would rather you do a better looking rep with more activation than do one that's sloppy that you did for a lot longer. This one takes a little bit of getting used to because of the shoulder positioning, but I promise you, if you do this more, you'll have a much stronger, stable shoulder and rock solid core at the same time. So give this one a shot, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you guys have any other questions, leave them down in the comments below. If you want to see any other exercises, please let me know as well. Otherwise, please go to jimuapparel.com so you can get your own Oni t-shirt. This one's pretty cool. This is one of my personal favorite. I'll see you guys in the next one. And remember to train smarter so that you can move better. Good luck.